Hey everyone, welcome to Board Wrap Briefing with me, James Otter of Otter Surfboards. Today I'm going to talk you through our Swift model, which is 6'2" long. It is 21.5 inches wide and it's 2 7/8 inches thick, and it sits at around 41 litres in volume. This board, we designed this having made a couple of shortboards for people and having ridden our two fish models, the Fetch and the Woodburner, quite a lot. And we've tried to bring those all together. Where a shortboard might not suit those of us in the workshop here very often or very much throughout the year, we wanted a board that took the performance characteristics of a fish, which is about paddling ability, speed and wave catching, and put it into something with a more rounded template to give us some more maneuverability. Ultimately, a board that we're all really excited about and will take out in a really wide range of conditions. You may notice that the Ypoint is slightly further forward than you might expect, so that's something straight from those fish boards. And that gives you this volume and paddling speed. So we've got a nice concave through the middle here, and it's a fairly relaxed rocker line. That's all about paddling speed. And then it pulls into this swallowtail. So we've got a fair bit of width across here to generate lift, and we use it as a thruster or a twin fin. If you want drive and maneuverability, would say to go for the thruster option. But if you want speed and kind of looseness, that's where the twin fin really comes into its own. When we come through here, you'll notice that rounded template gives us that wide section, and then it pulls into a fairly standard kind of pointier nose, which is about engaging a rail early. So if you're in more critical waves, you can set that rail nice and early, get that engagement with the water and know where the board is and know where the water is. We look at the contours through the bottom. We've got a flat section through the front running into that concave, like I mentioned, through the middle here, and it goes into a double concave at the back. And that's all about kind of pulling the water through the fin section, giving us some speed through the middle, but also once you set the board on rail, it allows these rails to engage with the water really nicely to give you some stability and control. And that double concave means that once you're set on one of those rails, it's just pulling the water through the fin on that side really nicely. If we have a little look at the rocker line on this, you'll notice that it's got a fairly relaxed rocker line, much like those in our fish boards, but it's probably got a little bit more nose lift, so that when you are in those critical waves, it can handle those late drops a little bit easier. It's also got a little bit of lift through the fins here, and that means that when you put your weight back over those fins, you can pivot the board really quickly and really nicely, much like you would with your shortboard. We'd take this out in anything from kind of, I guess, a couple of foot, anything up to kind of head and a half really. This is a board, like I say, for us in the workshop, is one that we think we'll be surfing an awful lot year round. This one was made by Sophia on one of our 5-day surfboard making workshops, which you can find more information about by hitting the link below. Or you can always commission us to make you your dream board. I think that's about everything you need to know about the 6'2" Swift, but if you've got any questions, just fire them over, and we'll see you next time.